What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY, Faygo Lovers has dropped an exclusive interview with Violent J. Scotty D hit up the Phoenix, Arizona tour date for the solo charity tour and was able to catch Violent J for an exclusive interview, and this shit was fucking off the hook. This interview was awesome. To me, it wasn't even really an interview because just the kind of chemistry between Violent J and Scotty, it was more like two homies just sitting there talking about shit that's going on. And there was so much news that was dropped. There were questions that were answered, and that is why I'm here. The main purpose of this video is because a lot of what Violent J was being asked and a lot of the questions that Violent J answered are actually videos that I have dropped lately. You have The Fate of Psychopathic Records. You know, a lot of people think that with everything going on with Twisted and ABK or Twisted and Blaze leaving, and then Boondocks leaving, and there was the speculations that Anybody Killer would leave. It was kind of Psychopathic Records is done, and Violent J in this says that absolutely not. They are in their fucking prime, and he talked about how great of a year. Well, he didn't say how great of a year. He basically talked about everything going on in the near future and the foreseeable future. Next year is 2017, so of course, being 17, they want to do something dope, which tells me it's going to be a great year. And he's talking about all the great the big news that they're going to drop at the Gathering 17, which has me more excited as ever. There's so much stuff that's coming out, and I'm excited. I really am excited. But basically, I just wanted to come on here because I've been doing videos about some of the stuff that was talked about in this interview. The whole Fate of Psychopathic Records. You know, he even says that they're in their prime. He mentions the fact that they're keep my fucking train of thought together here. That Violent J and Shaggy do have their solo records coming out. Shaggy's will more than likely come out first because he's already working on his. Jay hasn't really touched Karma Forest yet because he's working on other shit. Top secret shit, more or less, is what he said, which is good because Violent J is kind of notorious for dropping a bomb on us of some big shit that's supposed to come out, and it just never happens. So I think he's finally realized he's got to just not let the cat out the bag so preemptively. Three documentaries are coming out. That's one thing he did confirm for us. There is a new music video for I See the Devil that's supposed to be coming out. They did talk about Young Wicked's new video, which actually came out yesterday, so that tells you that this interview, I don't even remember when the Arizona tour date was, but that tells you that this is actually an older interview. It was a great interview. I love the way it was edited and everything. It really was an awesome interview. But to get to the main meat of why we are here, Violent J was asked about Shapeshifter and what the status is on Shapeshifter. And Violent J says that he doesn't know what the holdup is. Now, as you know, I have stated in other videos that the merch guy at the Wrestle Rap Charity Tour for Native World said that the album is done and they are just waiting on the label. Multiple people have stated that they have heard this. Scotty D even says right in there that Anybody Killer was saying that the album is done. So basically, he was asked what's going on with Shapeshifter, and Violent J said he knows that Anybody Killer has been recording at home. He comes into Psychopathic to mix. He doesn't know what the holdup is. He's basically saying that ABK is in control of his career. So from the sounds of it, Anybody Killer is not in any kind of contract or anything. It's kind of his career is in his hands. He can put music out when he wants to. All he's got to do is hand it in, say it's done, and the album will come out. So one answer was given. The question was answered, but all it did was raise another question. It brought the question right back up of what the fuck is going on with Shapeshifter. Like Violent J put it, maybe the album is done. ABK is just fine-tuning it. Who knows what's going on? But at least ways we know that it's in ABK's hands. So there really is, it's becoming one of those things that's getting pushed back and pushed back, and I hope what Young Wicked says is true. He says that he has heard some of the album and is dope, so I'm hoping that that sticks true, because you know how it is, that things get hyped up. I mean, it hasn't really been hyped up too much. It's more or less just been pushed back and pushed back. So maybe, I'm hoping this won't turn out to be a flop album. I really hope that it's taking so long because ABK really is putting everything into it to make it a great album, especially now that we've been waiting. Because I think when was it that he first announced that the album was going to be called Shapeshifter? What was that? 2012, 2013? Here we are in 2016 and the album still has not come out. So hopefully this shit will be coming out soon. But there was definitely a lot of shit talked about in this interview. Go check it out if you have not yet. It was an amazing interview. They were like two homies, and you can tell there's a friendship there. You really can. It wasn't even really an interview and interviewee kind of discussion. It was friends. I mean, they touched on the whole thing about Violent J's dating escapade story that he put up and why he took it down. And he even answered what maybe some people were wondering. I wasn't really wondering it because I didn't even know it happened. But Violent J did delete his Facebook account because he was just getting hit up too much. So, which obviously, I tried to actually send a friend request to Violent J. That shit was like he's reached his limit of friend requests. So, but I've got a friend request out for Scotty D, but he's never accepted me. So I'm not even gonna hound dog him, man. I just think it would be cool to have a fucking homie like that, because Scotty D is the shit. But anyway, go check out the interview if you haven't. So much shit is talked about. So much shit is talked about. And it has me excited for the future. So thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about what's going on with Shapeshifter. And, just kind of touch on the fact that I've made topic videos about some of the stuff that was answered in this. I did a video about Karma Forest, basically speculating that was going to be a positive album, and Violent J says Karma Forest is going to be a positive album, which, no brainer there. I mean, it's in the name, Karma Forest. It's got to be a positive album. So anyway, go check out the interview if you haven't, and I thank you guys for watching.